Frenzy's house the last 2 days. I was playing against him. He was playing pretty good.
Yep.
But he's definitely someone who feels like his tournament performance isn't always up to par, but already grabbing.
And NTSC.
Yeah. I was playing with him a lot. He actually does that quite a bit. I guess he's not fully used to it. First stock.
Oh, our screen.
Pretty solid. I don't know.
Yeah, that was strong. That was pretty quick.
I actually think he might have this if he plays very solid. I spoke to Pipsqueak about this the other day. He said this isn't one of his favorite matchups. He's not really experienced in it. So
I also asked him about this matchup. He was saying that he put a lot of hours of study into it.
Yeah, but study versus actual gameplay, you know.
True.
Yeah, I don't think he has the experience, which is important. I
remember, you know how he almost lost to Bomboni at one of the tournaments in, I want to say, I can't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah. The name isn't too important.
Yep.
Sorry.
But he lost to.
Sorry, Theo, if you're on the chat.
Yeah. Well, he almost lost to Bomboni, but he played him again recently and beat him quite hard. So I feel like he studied those VODs, maybe made some changes.
It's funny because I think there's only like 2 tech chasing Falcons in the whole of Europe, and both of them are in the UK.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah. They're here.
Yeah. So we definitely have that practice. But we'll see how it goes.
What do you think differs mainly between Isdsar and Sechi?
I think Sechi's neutral is a bit more solid, and he finds the openings a bit more easier. While I feel like
I'd love that dash.
Yeah, Isdsar more throws out stuff in hope of it hitting, while Sechi's a bit more safe and he's more willing to create situations, if that makes sense.
Right.
So,
Sure.
And he's overall he's just better at finding openings.
So would it be fair to assume that Sechi would also have a better dash dance game?
Yeah.
Less about throwing out moves, more about gotcha.
No, and Sechi's really, really solid. So yeah, if I'm honest, I would have had my money on Isdsar for this, and it looks like it's kind of coming.
He's so good at placing his hitboxes. He's quite overwhelming as well.
Yeah.
He's not giving Pip room to breathe. Wow. That's strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Falcon's speed and hitboxes are actually kind of insane.
Yeah.
Like they're very like underrated for how strong they actually are and how much value they give Falcon in general.
It's weird to think that like Falcon's aerials are better than like Falcon's worst aerials are probably better than like the average characters.
Yeah. You know,
worst one is really
I actually think knee might be one of the most broken moves in the game.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I just think, but because of how Falcon is in general, it's not like it's not overpowered because his overall kit isn't.
Is this like in a Link Nair kind of way, where in like a different moveset on a different character, it could be unbelievably strong?
Kinda, yeah, but not 100%. I just think knee in general is a very strong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see how it goes. Yeah, Fountain. I always feel like this stage is pretty good for the tech chasers because it always destructs it. I always go this stage versus tech chasers, but while I would never go this stage against someone like S2J or something like that. And I played against it. He's like very solid on it, but all of the tech chasers, all of the tech chasing Falcons really struggle on the stage. While all of the more movement-based Falcons, they seem to have a pretty good grasp of this stage.
Yeah, like both characters still get affected by the moving of the platform, so it's not just. I feel like it's easy to think, they all struggle with their tech chase, but you don't think of how it affects you.
Yeah. This is probably that most hated stage in the community. Funny enough, it's like not in terms of like balance. Like people usually just don't enjoy playing it. Yeah. A lot of people, and it's quite common. I've heard a lot of people just, especially when I was in America, people complaining about FOD as a stage and they don't like it. I don't know why. It's pretty basic design.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it.
I also like I like the random element. I like having to adapt to where the platforms are.
Okay. I guess the adaptation's pretty good. I don't like it. I don't like it being random. It's kind of annoying.
I think it's slow enough that it's not like I don't know, so intrusive that you're like, oh, okay, well that's there, and I didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
You can kind of see where things are, and you can see how they're moving. It doesn't like change. It doesn't like start going down and then just like shoot up.
Yeah.
So it's like telegraphed. But it is random, so I can see why people don't like it.
Yeah. Alright, nice. Let's go. Pipsqueak definitely needs this. He doesn't want to get the double counter thing.
Where would Isdsar go, do you think? Like Dreamland?
Yeah.
Do you feel like I feel like a lot of characters in this game have like a really one-sided counter pick? Do you think Falcon does? Is it like a situation? Because I don't feel that way with Fox, where
it's not like, I don't think it's very obvious with Fox.
Yeah.
Most of them actually go Battlefield. The Battlefield is like, Battlefield has no like overpowering qualities to it. It's just yeah, you want some. It's 2-0 up. It's going pretty strong. So overall, against Falcon, especially this kind of Falcon, I feel like you need, when they're spending a lot of time throwing out aerials, you kind of need to start invading their space and wait, because most of the time they're not really willing to commit. They're like trying to punish you for approaching poorly. So you have to play like a tiny bit closer and like really try to overwhelm them.
Yeah, for sure. I remember Pip saying to me that like Falcon has an aerial to cover every situation.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but it depends on where you're standing, which is where you're standing manipulates a lot of what the person can do in general. So if you're feeling that way, that means that you're probably not standing in an area which combats that. So you're feeling lost because you're only like staying in a certain kind of spacing.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Both characters are so quick.
Yeah, but
that when you're all up in each other's face and you're in that sort of scrambled situation, I think it becomes less. Like, you can optimize it like strongly, but.
Alright, 2-1. Let's see. Jab. Okay, no.
Also, it doesn't seem like Pip has that explosive factor that Isdsar does.
He doesn't.
Isdsar just takes stocks.
He's getting a lot of stray hits, which is kind of in a way it's kind of a good sign, because it means that if his combo game was a bit more up to par, he'll probably be doing a lot better. But obviously it's not a good sign for now. But just for future reference, if his combo game in general was a bit more up there, these matches would probably be looking a lot different. It's just like he's getting a lot of like stray hits here and there, not really long strings.
Yeah, like I noticed in that situation just there, I noticed when I watch you play, almost everything you do, you kind of got like a backup plan. So it's like, I'll cover this option, and if it misses, I'm ready for it if they tech and then go this way. And like in that situation, he got a knockdown and Isdsar was in the ledge and he was gonna roll in, but Pip ran too far away for cover the roll in. Like after his initial plan missed, he wasn't ready to cover any of the tech options.
Yeah. So dangerous when they start to grab, or any of these Falcons, new gen Falcons, new gen style. Since I don't know how long Isdar's actually been playing. Woo, that hit? That actually hit.
That was crazy.
He's got the fattest hitboxes ever.
They're so big. I can't believe that grab worked.
I'm gonna close it out. It's always dangerous though. One grab.
His movement's getting a bit choppy by the ledge.
Yeah, you can tell Pipsqueak really wants to get a hit confirmed. You can tell, like he's just like he really wants something.
I like the weight. Should be a fairly simple edge guard. Oh, it's quite high now.
Last chance. Okay, now you're done. Shine him.
Breathe. You want to breathe now. Readjust. You don't want to go to the next game with that slipperiness.
Yeah. But that was probably his worst stage out of the way. As I said, the tech chase style Falcons always tend to do worse on Falcon. So We'll see how it goes. Probably gonna go Battlefield. Yeah. This is yeah. All the Falcons go here, and I don't actually know why, but it tends like I don't see any like looking at the stage. I don't see any strong traits that directly linked to Falcon strength.
Yeah.
But somehow all the Falcons go there, and usually when I play even Sechi, he tends to do like pretty good on this stage. And I don't know why. I don't know. It always puzzles me why it's their best stage. I don't get it.
Does Fox get affected much by the top platform on Battlefield being higher than on Dreamland?
That's an Isdsar.
I know that's right. Yeah. That's where my brain's going.
I don't have to worry about that. That is an Isdsar.
Don't share my face.
Can't top platform can be.
No, but like moving around on
okay,
them.
yeah. It's not like that's not a Fox problem.
Platform can,
I don't have to worry about
Falcon can get up there really easily.
You gotta change over to the dark side and see what it's like. People go to the platform and now they're in danger.
Yeah.
So Pipsqueak, kinda
looking strong.
Kinda setting up for that reverse, that reverse 3-0.
This is what you need a strong start when you're like 2-1.
Yeah. 2
counter picks coming your way. A strong start is wonderful.
Ooh. And I can't help but think Isdsar feels it kind of slipping. I can't help but think that he feels it,
Yeah.
He feels the comeback coming on, and it might be there might be some mental damage going on there. Can't help but
see it in his face.
Yeah.
He's getting a bit agitated. He just kind of wants to close it out.
Hold it together. Yeah.
Cool. I felt like that was like the perfect place he wanted to be.
Yeah.
I keep noticing that Pip staying to the ledge, and then he gets grabbed, down throw, takes in place, need.
But this is obviously still doable. Knee kills are like 60. So.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trying to wake up buttons. Oh, he's good. Sechi.
Yes.
He's not quite Sechi.
Yes. Sechi would have reacted.
Ooh. Oh, he's not happy with that.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Bouncing on his chair. All right.
To be fair, it's kind of hard to do it. Like, It's like there's very pressured in that the last stock where you know that you have to hit this to win the set.
Yeah.
That's when it's actually hard.
I feel like I don't really understand why floaties get as, I guess, passionately energized in a sort of like aggravated way. Because I feel like because the gameplay is slower, it's easier to keep composed.
Yeah.
But in these kind of matchups, it's so hard to keep control of yourself.
Reverse 3-0 on the horizon. He's probably just going to play pretty safe and try rack up damage.
He's went for the same option like 4 times in a row.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's actually so strong. Like as a tactic.
Yeah.
To do the crouch cancel. Kind of crazy. I think I remember Sechi doing that, but also he did a raptor boost and then knee. Which is so, yeah, there's a lot of little things you can do from that crouch cancel and that pretty much mean you're dead. Both of them kind of messing up though. That might be it. Back here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That is actually it. Mini comeback. Trying to stop
I mean, they're cool too soon.
Mini, I said mini. Mini.
Okay,
even
yeah. Comeback as in was behind and now it's back to even.
Alright, so
his aerial placements are really good.
Yeah. Oh, so tense.
The back airs are working though. Pip's back airs are working.
You gonna grab it? Yeah.
That's good try. That's the shot he needed.
Can the Greek go do it? I told you, knees broken! Knees broken!
No, it's everybody says no spot dodge.
That's terrible DI.
Terrible DI.
But last
strange place to spot dodge.
Oh my, that crouch cancel. Oh, he missed it.
This is like the worst thing. The worst thing when it's this close and like you get the grab and the tag chase.
He's guessing. You need to take a breather.
But when someone's disrespecting you, I just shine on the get up and it hits. It's just like, I have it. If I get my tech chase, I win.
He missed 2. Oh, he missed 2 grabs. Raw grabs.
This is the power of ice climbers. This is why ice climbers are sick.
That's it.
Oh! He's trying to be tricky with the movement, but it didn't work.
He just throw it out.
Oh my God.
He just threw it out.
He just
threw it out.
He was like, I'm gonna dash around the shield for a bit and then up smash. It didn't work. I'll just up smash again. It worked. Thank God.